So, hi guys. So, tuloy natin class. So, again class, for today or to discuss, ito na yung part 2 class ng module 1. Okay? So, specifically class, elements of electricity. Okay? So, first up class, fundamental units of electricity. So, ang gagamitin natin units class in terms of electricity class, meron tayong tinatawag na volts, amperes, tapos yung ohms. Okay? So, for the volts class, ito yung voltage. Ito yung unit class ng voltage, okay? For the amperes class, ito yung unit ng current. Tapos yung ohms class, ito yung unit ng resistance. Okay? So voltage class, technically, ito yung formal definition natin for voltage. So it is class the driving force behind current flow. So it is the one making the current flow. Okay? So again, class or unit class is V. So, volts. So representation natin ng volt class is V. Same class, ang representation natin ng voltage class is V din. Okay? Yeah, so another definition class of voltage is voltage level governs the amount of electricity, of electrical energy that will flow through a wire. Okay, so technically class, a boost class in voltage increases current flow. Okay, so next up class is current. So current class, a representation or notation natin ng current class is letter I. Okay, ang unit class ng letter current is amperes. Okay, representation of the ampere class is big letter A. So the formal definition natin class ng current is the rate of current flow in a closed circuit, in a closed electrical system. Okay, so again class, ang unit is amperes. Okay, definition natin ng ampere class, number of electrons flowing through a section of conductor. Okay, yan, so current class. So next up class is resistance. So resistance class, ang notation natin resistance class is R. Okay. So the length of conductor, diameter of conductor, type of conductor, tapos temperature. Ito class yung mag-a-affect ng resistance natin. Okay. Yeah. So the unit used to measure electrical resistance class is ohm. Notation natin ng ohm class is this symbol. Yung pag ganyan. Hindi ko alam yung tawag dyan. Okay, so 1 ohm is that resistance that allows 1 amp to flow when pushed by a pressure of 1 volt. So yan yung definition natin ng 1 ohm class. Ito yung resistance of 1 amp with a pressure of 1 volt. Okay? So yun class. So, ang nagre-relate class dun sa tatlong yun, so meron tayong tatlo, di ba class? Meron tayong tinatawag class na current, resistance, to voltage. So, ang magre-relate class dun sa mga yun is yung tinatawag nating Ohm's law. So, Ohm's law class is devised by a German scientist in the name of George Simon Ohm in 1926. Okay? So, ang pinaka Ohm's law class states that the higher the voltage, the larger the current. The higher the resistance class, the lower the current. Okay? So technically class, the relationship is signified by this formula. I is equal to V over R. Okay? Where I class again is the current in amperes. Okay? V class is the voltage in volts. Okay? So R class is the resistance in ohms. So kung titignan nyo class, yeah, kapag ito dapat class yung units natin, it will follow kung ano yung sinusolve natin. Okay? So, dapat class consistent tayo sa units. So, again, for current, amperes tayo. For volt class is yan. Tapos, for ohms class is ito. Okay? So, with this class, again, ang pinaka-use ng Ohm's law is relate niya class. So, kaya natin kunin class yung one of these three kapag given class yung dalawa. Okay? So, i-summarize natin class. So again, in terms of, meron tayong tatlo, no? Tatlong elements of electricity. So meron tayong tinatawag class ng voltage. Tapos meron tayong class current. Tapos meron tayong tinatawag class na resistance. Okay? So notation natin class ng voltage is V. Notation natin ng current class is I. resistance natin class is R. Okay? Ang units nila class is, ang voltage natin class is in volts. Current natin class is in ampere. Okay? Tapos class ang resistance natin is in ohms. Ito may apostrophe. Yan. Okay? Ang notations natin class para dito sa kanilang units class is, ang volts class is V. So parehas lang siya sa volts. No? Amperes class is A. Ang ohms natin class is yung symbol na yan. Okay? Again class, meron tayong tinatawag na Ohm's law. So ang Ohm's law class, ito yung nagre-relate dun sa tatlong yan. So si Ohm's law. Okay? So si Ohm's law class states that the higher the voltage, so the higher class daw the voltage, higher voltage class means higher current. Okay? Tapos class, higher resistance means lower current. Okay? So kung titignan nyo class, ang significance niyan is ito. So parang pag sinasabi mo kasi class the higher the voltage, so ang i-relate natin dito class is ito, no? So kasi binanggit class sa Ohm's law is yung current. So current na lang yung pinaka-basis natin class, no? So again class, interpret natin yung una. So interpretation natin class na higher voltage equals higher current class. So parang mo na rin sinabi class that current is directly related class to voltage. Okay? Second line class, di ba? The higher the resistance, lower current. So parang mo sinabi class the current is inversely related class to resistance. Okay? So using class ito, nabuo natin yung formula ng Ohm's law. So ang Ohm's law natin class, di ba? Ohm's law class is equal to yung I. So parang gagawin mo lang class, pakita mo lang ito equal sign is equal to V, okay, times 1 over R, or is equal to class V over R. So ito na class yung Ohm's law natin. Again class, no, unit natin class ng current is in amperes, okay, voltage class is in volts, resistance class is in ohms. Okay? So ito lang class yung una nating formula. So remember class, no? Ohm's law, yun yung una nating formula. I is equal to V over R. Or para hindi nyo makalimutan class, tandaan nyo na lang yung relationship. Okay, so I is directly related to V. I is inversely related to R. Okay? So with that class, simulan na natin yung problem solving. So i-erase ko lang to para matapos tayo. So again class, para mas mag-gets natin yung concept na diniscuss natin kanina class, mag-problem solving tayo. So unahin natin class yung problem 1.1. Okay? So titingnan nyo class yung problem natin. Ang gusto nyo makuha class is ano daw yung voltage class given a resistance of 20 ohms to sa current flow class of 12 amperes. So technically, direct sub lang to class. So ilagay muna natin given. So meron daw tayo class resistance equal to 20 ohms. Okay? So meron tayo class current equal to class sa 12 amperes. Okay? So, paano natin solve class? So again, this lang yung formula natin class, Ohm's law. So current class is directly related to R and inversely related to resistance. So yan yung Ohm's law natin class. Okay? So, ang gusto natin i-solve class is ano daw yung voltage. So yeah, algebraically manipulate lang yan class. So V is equal to I R. Okay? Tapos class, direct sub lang, no? So V class is equal to I, which is 12, times class yung resistance natin class na 20. Okay? So since consistent naman tayo sa units class, di ba naka-amperes naman to? Amperes plus ohms to class. Ibig sabihin class, ang unit natin dito, naka-volts. Okay? So 12 class times 20 is equal to 240 volts. Okay? So ito na yung sagot natin class. Natin blue. So V class is equal to, again, di ba, consistent naman tayo sa units. So 240 volts. Okay? Yan class yung 1.1. So direct sub lang siya kung titignan nyo. Okay? Next example class, meron tayong example 1.2. So anong gusto class na example 1.2? So determine the current flow class given a resistance of 5 ohms on at 120. Ay, hindi ko na ito. Okay? So meron tayong dalawang current supply class. Okay? So unahin natin, given muna tayo class. So meron tayong resistance class equal to 5 ohms. Okay? Meron tayong dalawang voltage. So, tawagin natin voltage 1 to voltage 2. First voltage natin class is 120 volts. Yung second voltage natin class is 240 volts. Okay? So, paano to class? So, kukunin lang natin yung current class given yung dalawang ganyan. So, isang resistance, dalawang ano. So, ganun tayo class, dalawang current. Okay? So, again, yung formula lang natin, Ohm's law class, no? So, I is directly related to voltage, tapos inversely related class to resistance. Okay? So, para makuha natin class yung I1, so ito lang yung working formula natin class, no? So, I1 class natin is equal to, so syempre dapat V1 class over yung resistance natin. So, 120 class all over yung resistance natin class na 5. So, yung first current natin class is 24 amperes. Ito ko na lang isulat sa kabila. Okay? So, I1 natin class is equal to 24 amperes. Okay? So, yung second current naman natin class, so ang gagamitin mo lang dito kasi second voltage over yung resistance natin. So, second voltage natin class is 240 over yung 5 class. So, parang easy lang siya, no? So, second current natin class is equal to 48 amperes. Okay? So, yan na class yung problems 1.1 to 1.2. So, dire-diretso lang tayo class. So, wala namang bago dun class. Parang dito lang class, dapat alam natin yung main formula. So, ang main formula lang natin class, current is directly related to voltage and inversely related class to resistance. Okay? Tapos minamanipulate mo lang siya class algebraically. So, isa lang yung formula natin class. I is equal to V over R. Yung gusto natin. So, erase ko lang class, no? So, tuloy natin class. So, tapos na tayo sa examples 1.1 tsaka 1.2. So, example 1.3 naman tayo. Okay? So, ano class ang given sa example 1.3? So, meron daw tayong small to medium gauge electrical conductor, no? Categorized by the American wire gauge. So, the American gauge number of a conductor is inversely proportional to the sectional. So, mas mababa class yung number, mas malaki class yung diameter. Kasi inversely proportional. Okay? So, yeah. So, anong given natin class? Approximate the resistance in length. Okay? So, meron lang tayong dalawang given ng wires class, tapos meron silang given resistance per length. Okay? So, meron tayo ng dalawa. Again, meron tayo ng number 12, tapos meron tayo ng number 10. Okay? Yan. So, ano yung mga given natin class? So, ang gusto lang nila class, ano daw yung resistance class at given length. So, unahin natin class, ilagay yung given. So, meron tayong L1 class. Sabi natin yung L1 natin class is yung unang given na length. So, yan. Okay? Tapos class yung L2. Meron tayong 500 feet. Okay? So, ano yung dalawang given natin class? So, ang next given natin class, meron tayong resistance. So, number 12 wire. So, meron tayo ng R12. Lagyan natin 1.62 ohms per 1,000 feet. Okay? So, resistance tayo class nung number 10 wire. So, again, class inversely proportional, no? Mas malaki yung number class, mas maliit yung diameter. So, mas thicker dito class yung number 10. Mas makapal yung mas malaki yung diameter niya. Okay? So, again, class resistance si number 10 wire is 1.02 ohms per 1,000 feet. Okay? So, unahin natin class ano yung gusto niya. Kukunin daw natin class kung ano yung resistance nito given given length. From a given length. So, unahin natin class, no? Si number 12 American wire gauge. So, ito. Okay? So, unahin natin class yung at L1 equal to 100 feet. Okay? So, ano yung resistance niya? Approximate the resistance lang. So, dito class, ano yung working formula natin class? Kung titignan nyo, ang working formula lang natin class is, i-base lang natin sa unit. So, kung titignan ko, may given tayong length, tapos meron tayong given na ganyan. So, ang gusto lang natin makuha class is what is the resistance. So, kung titignan nyo class, ang formula lang natin dito class, no? Kunin lang natin class yung length times yung resistance 12 na yan. Okay? So, kumbaga class, yeah, ang resistance natin class, equal lang siya class dyan. So, parang yung L1 class times yung resistance per given feet lang siya. So, at this case class, no, meron tayo ng R12. Okay. So, equal lang yung class sa 100 feet. Okay. Kung ang pinilit lang natin class para makuha natin yung resistance, dapat ang maiwan lang class ng formula is yung ohms. So, yung multiply lang natin to doon. Magka-cancel kasi yung dalawang feet. Meron na tayong resistance. Okay. So, 100 feet class times yung resistance natin na 1.62 ohms per 1,000 feet class, no? So, resistance natin class at 100 feet is equal to, so minultiply lang natin yan class, no? So, equal siya class sa 0.162 ohms. Okay? Tapos yung second length natin class, di ba meron tayong at L2 equal to 500 feet. Okay? So, again class, same. So, yung resistance natin class is equal to, so yung L2 class, so same pattern class. So, L2 lang tayo class times yung R12 natin. So, meron tayo ng 500 feet. Kung titignan class, magka-cancel kasi yung dalawang yan, may iwan lang si ohm. Times class yung 1.62. Yung 1.62 ohms per 1,000 feet. Okay? So, meron tayong sagot dito class. Ang sagot natin is 0.810 ohms. Okay? So, ito class yung una. So, yung resistance natin at 100 feet. So, ito yun. Okay, resistance natin at 500 feet class is yan. So, kung titignan natin class, mas malayo. So, mas mahaba yung wire natin class, no? Mas lumalaki yung resistance natin. So, interpretation natin, no? Kasi class, the longer the wire, kung titignan natin, mas lumalaki yung resistance niya. Okay? Isipin nyo lang class, mas mahaba kasi ito yung trouble ng current class, mas lumalaki yung resistance niya. Okay? So, ito class yung first part pa lang natin. Ito kasi yung sa number 12 pa lang. Okay? So, next class, sagutin naman natin class yung sa number 10. So, i-erase ko muna. So, same procedure class, no? Pero this time class, gamit naman natin class yung number 10 American wire gauge. Number 10. Okay? So, ang dating gawin class, kukunin natin kung ano yung resistance niya kapag yung length niya class is 100 feet. Okay? So, para makuha yung class, so R lang tayo class is equal to, so, ang formula natin dito class, no, yung sa resistance natin is equal to, so yung length 1 class times yung resistance lang given nung resistance per 1,000 feet tayo. Okay? So again class, so L1 natin class is 100 feet times class yung resistance niya 102 ohms per 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet. Okay? So yung makukuha tayo dito class, so ang sagot natin dito class is 0.102 ohms. Okay? So may iwan class is ohms kasi magka-cancel yung feet tapos yung feet. Okay? So at length 2 naman tayo class, paano kung 500 feet naman siya, yung resistance niya? So same formula tayo class, R is equal to, this time class gamitin natin yung L2 times yung resistance ng number 10 wire na yun. Okay? So 500 feet class times yung 1.02 ohms per 1,000 feet. Okay? So makuha natin sagot class, so yung multiply lang natin yan, meron tayong 0.510 ohms. Okay? So, titingnan natin class, check natin yung sagot kung tama. So, tama yung sagot natin class, no? Kanina, ito yung sagot natin. Tapos this time class, ito yung sagot natin. So, meron tayong konting realization class, no? So, titingnan natin class, the larger the diameter, the smaller the resistance. Yeah, technically kasi ganun. Okay, kasi kung i-compare natin class, no? Ito yung thicker wire kasi, di ba? So, mas malaki class yung kanyang diameter, mas mababa yung resistance niya pag kino-compare natin. Okay, second class, conductors of shorter length produce less resistance. Okay, so mas mahaba class, so ang focus natin dito class sa number 2. Shorter the length class, less resistance. So kung titignan natin class, di ba? Oo. Mas maiksi class, mas maliit yung resistance. Okay? So third conclusion class, conductors with less resistance allow electricity to more flow freely. So ganun naman yung class. Siyempre logically class, the higher the resistance, the higher the current. So the lesser the resistance class, baliktad pala class. So lesser resistance class, higher current. Kasi nga di ba, inversely proportional class ang current sa resistance. Okay? So moving on class, meron pa tayo sa example class, example 1.4. So i-erase ko muna yung board natin. Okay? So next problem class, problem 1.4. Anong gusto class ng problem 1.4? Kukunin lang daw natin class ano yung resistance given a current of 10 amperes tapos voltage of 240. Yan. So madali lang to class, direct sub siya, no? So problem 1.4. So meron tayong given class na current equal to 10 amperes. Meron tayong voltage class equal to 240. So ano daw yung resistance natin class? So di ba isa lang yung formula natin class? Ohm's law. Ohm's law class is equal to current is directly proportional class to voltage and inversely proportional class to resistance. Okay? So para makuha natin class kung ano yung resistance, so R is equal to voltage over current lang siya. So direct sub lang to class. So meron tayong 240 voltage class over 10. So meron tayong resistance class na 24 ohms. So naging ohm siya class kasi consistent naman tayo sa units class. Kasi ang units. Yeah. As long as consistent tayo sa units class, yan at yan yung lalabas. Magkaka-partner at magkaka-partner class yung lalabas na units. Okay, so kung titignan nyo class, tama yung sagot natin, 24 ohms. Okay, so moving on class. Yan. Kung titignan nyo class, ito yung factors, no? So from the previous examples class, meron tayong factors influencing conductor resistance. So una class is yung composition ng conductor. So this refers to the conductor having free electrons that has low resistance. So kung ano yung material na ginamit natin. Siyempre, it affects conductor resistance. Okay? So same class, no? Ano yung length ng wire? So kanina class, example natin class, di ba? The longer the wire class, the higher the resistance. Okay? Tapos class, siyempre yung area class ng wire. So dito class, so bigger the wire class, the lower is resistance. Lastly class is temperature. So depende kasi class sa heat, may effect rin yung sa ating resistance. Okay? Pag-usapan naman natin class ang electrocution. So kailan ka class makukuryente? So humans class can perceive, have electrical, So i-gets natin class humans are conductors of electricity. So pwedeng mag-flow kasi sa ating class ang electricity. Kaya rin tayo class nakukuryente. Okay? So the lowest class at which we can perceive current class is 1 milliampere or 0.001 ampere. So kapag class yung current natin is 0.001 ampere class, mararamdaman na natin. Yan yung lowest. Any lower than that class, hindi na natin mararamdaman. So kapag 0.001 ampere class, meron tayong mild tingling sensation. Okay? So kapag naman class currents higher than 0.05 ampere, may mararamdaman na tayong heat. Okay? So at 0.05 ampere class, heat is produced. So, mainit na siya. Pwede na niya class i-burn yung ating human skin. Okay? So, next class, kapag 0.1 ampere na tayo class, pag nag-flow na sa yung 0.1 ampere class, dito natitigil yung puso mo. So, dito ka na class technically mamamatay. Okay? Pero pwede pang mag-survive class basta ma-start yung heart mo. So ito na yung defibrillator kasi yung bzzz, tapos bzzz, yung gaganon. So pag pag na ganun ka class, yeah, magsa-start ulit yung heart mo class, mabubuhay ka pa naman. Kahit nakaranas ka class ng 0.1 ampere. Okay? So pag sinummarize natin class, no, electrocution. So electrocution. Okay? So again class, at 0.0001 ampere or 1 milliampere class, makakaramdam tayo class ng ito yung lowest to be felt. Okay, any lower than this class, wala na tayong mararamdaman. So mararamdaman natin class is parang tingling sensation class, parang makikiliti ka. Okay? Tapos at 0.005 ampere class, no? Dito na yung heat. So heat is produced. So dito na natin class mararamdaman. Pag nawakan natin yung 0.05 ampere class, medyo mainit na siya, mabuburn na yung skin natin. Okay? Tapos class, ang pinaka nakakatakot class, kapag 0.1 ampere na siya, the heart stops. Ito na class yung pwede ka nang mamatay. Okay? Yan yung summary natin class sa electrocution. Okay? Yeah. So next class, pag-usapan naman natin yung power. So definition of power class is the rate at which work is accomplished. So pag sinabing rate class is parang overtime. So parang work overtime. Pag sinabing rate at work, so accomplished class is work overtime. So okay. So ang unit natin class, ang technical ang unit natin pag power is meron tayong tinatawag class na horsepower. Kapag English to, tapos pag metric class is yung watt. Okay. So meron tayong conversion class ng horsepower to, yan, ito yun. Okay. So ang 1 horsepower class is equal to 550 pound-foot per second. Okay? So 1 horsepower class is equal to, 746 watts. Tapos class, ang 1 watt is equal to pag BTU per hour naman tayo class. Okay? So titignan class, again, rate at which work is accomplished. So parang work over second. Okay? So pag-usapang direct current class, so di ba diniscuss natin class dun sa history of electricity, meron tayong tinatawag class na DC current, tapos meron tayong AC current. So for now class, ang discuss muna natin in terms of power class is yung direct current or yung DC. Okay? So in terms of power class ng DC circuit, meron tayong tinatawag na DC power equation or like yung Joule's law. Joule's law class is equal to, yan, power class is equal to voltage times current. So pag dinay natin class, relate natin yung Ohm's law, pwede mo i-manipulate yan class into dalawa. So meron tayong ganyan. Okay? So again class, yung P dyan is power, V is, nagbaliktad to class. So i-edit natin class, no? Dapat I is current. I-edit ko na lang mamaya class. Okay? So ito class is yung current, ito yung voltage, dapat V. Palit yan, so resistance. Okay? So again class, basta consistent tayo sa units class, dun sa formula na gagamitin natin class, ito yung mga units natin. Okay? So i-summarize natin class. So i-erase ko muna yung board. I-erase ko yung board. Okay? So again class, nung discussion natin ng power, i-summarize natin. Okay? So again class, in terms of power, ang notation natin class ng power is letter P. Okay? Tapos class, again, di ba, in terms of ng units ng quant class, ng power, meron tayong dalawa. Kapag metric system tayo class, or yung SI. Tapos kapag English. Okay, so pag English yan class, horsepower tayo. Kapag metric class, meron tayong tinatawag na watts. Okay? Sige, buo natin class watts. So ang conversion natin class, di ba, ang 1 horsepower class is equal to 746 watts. Okay? Tapos meron din tayo class kapag English, so 550 foot-pound or pound-foot per second. Okay? So lastly class, ang 1 watt is equal to 3. Ito. BTU per hour. Okay? So, ang formula natin ng power class, power is equal to, so ito lang yung second formula natin. So, dalawa na yung formula natin class no, at the moment. Meron tayo pas ng Ohm's law, yung I is equal to V over R. Tapos meron tayong power class or yung Joule's law. Okay? So, again class, ito is on DC lang class, no? For DC circuit. Okay? For yung DC power equation natin class or yung Joule's law natin. Okay? Pag ginamitan natin ito class ng Ohm's law, pag in-introduce natin yung Ohm's law, meron siyang variations. Okay? So, parang konting ano lang to class. So kung titingnan nyo class, pag pinalitan natin, di ba, ang Ohm's law kasi natin class, di ba, I is equal to V over R. Okay? So pag i-manipulate natin yung class, palitan natin. So pag manipulate natin yung class, di ba, V class is equal to IR. Yan, parang i-substitute lang natin dun class. So ang una natin papalitan kasi is yung V. So di ba, Ohm's law class, IR times I. So with this class, parang maproduce natin yung isang equation. So ito class, kahit din yung memorize. Kumbaga i-memorize lang natin class power, yung Joule's law. Joule's law. Power is equal to voltage times current. So pakita ko lang class, no? So pag simplify natin yung class, ganito yung labas. Okay, so pag in-introduce natin class, ni-inject natin yung Ohm's law dito sa Joule's law, pwedeng ganito. Okay? Isa pa dito class, pag pinalitan naman natin yung I, so di ba P is equal to V times yung I, but then again class, yung I natin class is V over R. Okay, magkakaroon tayo sa second equation. Yan. But then again class, again, na-memorize lang natin is ito, no? So V squared lang tayo class over yung R. Okay? So pag ito class yung variations niya kapag in-introduce natin or interject natin class yung Ohm's law. Okay? Pero ang i-memorize ng class, power is equal to ito. I-memorize lang natin. So, dalawa na yung formula natin class. Joule's law class, power is equal to voltage times current. Tapos yung Ohm's law class, current is V over R. Okay? So, with this class, example tayo. So, i-erase ko lang yung board. Okay? So, para mas mag-gets natin class, yung previous discussion, i-apply natin class in terms of examples, problem solving. So, unahin natin class yung yan, problem 1.5. So, again class, anong gusto niya mangyari dito? So, kunin lang daw natin class yung power given a voltage of 120 tapos a current of 0.5. Okay? So, meron lang tayong voltage class equal to 120 volts. Meron tayong current class or yung I. Let's see. So, meron tayong current class equal to 0.5 amperes. Okay? So, kukunin natin class ano yung power. So, tandaan nyo lang class yung DC power equation natin class or yung Joule's law class. Diba? Power is equal to current times voltage or voltage times current. Huwag kong kakalimutan pagpalitin. Ito class, pagpalitin natin yan. No? Okay? So, direct sub lang to class. So ano ang 120 class times yung ating 0.5 na current, magkakaroon tayo plus ng power equal to 60. Again class is consistent tayo sa units dito. Ito class watts na siya. Okay? So tuloy-tuloy lang natin class to. Example 1.6. Okay? So in terms class of 1.6, example 1.6, so anong gusto niyo magkuha class? Same, ano daw yung power class given a resistance of 50 tapos a current of 4.8. So meron tayong given class resistance is equal to 50 ohms. Okay? Tapos meron tayong current class equal to 4.8 amperes. So ano daw class yung resistance? I mean yung power. So same class no, isa na yung formula natin sa power at the moment kapag pinag-usapan is yung DC current. So P is equal to voltage times current. Okay? So kung titignan natin class, i-manipulate lang natin, introduce natin yung Ohm's law. So by Ohm's law class, di ba, ang Ohm's law, I is equal to V over R. Okay? So palitan lang natin dito class, kailangan kasi natin introduce ito. So since ang given natin si I, so palitan natin class yung V. So, di ba, V is equal to IR. Okay? So, pag in-update natin yung formula natin, class P is equal to, so IR times I. or I squared R. Okay? So the next subclass, power is equal to yung 4.8 squared times 50. So consistent naman tayo sa units class, di ba? So P natin class dito is equal to 1152. So again, consistent tayo sa units. So watts. Okay? So yung class yung example 1.6 natin. So, tignan natin kung tama yung sagot class. Yan. So kung titignan nyo class, tama yung sagot natin. Okay? So tuloy-tuloy natin class para matapos. So ito. So ang next topic natin ng tag class na energy. Definition natin class ng energy or E. So E yung notation natin, no? So ito. Formula daw natin class is if power used by an appliance is multiplied by the amount of time, it is the energy consumption value. Okay? Ang unit natin class is watt hour, pero mas sikat kasi class is kilowatt hour. Okay? So technically class, ito again yung E natin class is yung electrical energy consumption in watt hours may be determined by the following equation. So ito yung pangatlong equation natin class. So yung una equation natin class, di ba, Ohm's law. Tapos yung Joule's law. Tapos class yung formula natin for electrical ito, consumption or energy. So energy class is equal to yan, power times time. Okay? So yung E dyan class is yung electrical energy consumption in watt hour. Okay? P natin class is in power. Again, class nasa watts tayo dito. Tapos yung time natin class is in hours. Okay? So dito class yung units natin medyo flexible siya. Kasi makikita mo lang dyan class kung anong unit, yun na mismo yung unit. So kapag ang unit mo class sa P, so kapag ang unit natin class sa power is yung watts, ang unit natin sa time is hours. So ang unit natin class ng energy is, pagdikitin mo lang yung dalawa. So watt hour. Okay? So dito class wala naman masyadong rekta naman siya, no? So pangatlong formula lang natin class, energy is equal to power over time. So para hindi nyo makalimutan class, energy kasi is parang work rin yan, di ba? Ang power natin class is work over time. So parang energy over time rin lang yan. Okay? So para makuha natin yung energy class, syempre, so parang sinabi natin class, diba, power is equal to energy over time. So para makuha natin yung formula ng power, ay ng energy, formula ng energy class, i-manipulate lang natin yan. So energy class is equal to power times time. So yun yung third equation natin. Okay, so tatlo. At the moment class, tatlo lang i-memorize natin na formula, no? So energy class is power over time. Power is equal to voltage times current, tapos I is equal to VR. Tatlo pa lang. Okay? So para mas maging sa ating class, i-apply natin. So example, 1.7. I-erase ko lang. So, again class, i-apply natin yung concepts ni energy. This of example 1.7. Okay? So anong gusto ni 1.7 class? So meron lang daw tayong given this table class. So meron tayong appliance. Anong appliance yun? Ano yung load niya? Pag sinabing load class is ano yung energy consumed. Tapos yung daily use. So kung ano yung time. I mean yung power. Hindi pala energy. Power consumed class. Okay? So determine class the total monthly energy given the table. Okay? So paano natin gagawin yung class? So hindi ko na susulat yung given class. Ito na yung given natin. No? So ang gagawin lang natin dito class is working equation natin class. So di ba energy class is equal to power times time. Okay? So again class yung load, ito yung power. So bakit class? Kasi observe nyo lang yung units. It's all about the units class. Okay? So isa-isayin natin class. So since isosolve natin kasi is total, isolve muna natin yung isa-isa. So ano muna class yung energy class ng electric iron, ano yung energy ng water heater, tapos ano yung energy ni toaster. So kung titignan nyo class, dapat daw ang unit natin is kilowatt per month. Okay? So kumbaga ito class, again, i-convert na natin. So ang 1 kilowatt class is equal to 1,000 watts. So parang ito class is, sige pakita ko na lang. Okay? So again class, unahin natin yung ano class yung energy ng electric iron. So tawagin ko na lang iron. Okay? So ang power natin class, di ba, is 112. watts. Okay, so i-convert natin to class. Kasi ang gusto natin endgame natin kasi mas kilowatts. So 1,000 watts class is equal to 1 kilowatt. So ito na yung power natin. Okay, times yung time. So ang time natin class, kung titignan yung daily use daw yan class. So parang 2 hours per day. Okay, so ito class, ang gusto kasi natin class is in a month. So ito i-convert natin class, no? So kung titignan nyo class, dapat ang maiwan class is yung kilowatt hour tapos yung month. So dapat ito class, pag ito nag-cancel, no? So ito class i-convert natin. So alisin natin yung day. So para maalis natin yung day class, so 1 day, so introduce natin class yung 1 month. Okay? Titingnan nyo class, pag nag-cancel to, nag-cancel yan, ang may iwan na unit natin class is ito. So pasok tayo dito class, kilowatt hour. Okay? So dito class, yung sa iron natin class, kung titignan nyo, pag minultiply natin yan is 72 kilowatt hour per month. Okay? Tuloy natin class. So, next natin class yung sa heater. So sa heater naman class, meron tayong 1,000 watts. Can class convert natin into kilowatts. So 1 kilowatt class is equal to 1,000 watts. Okay. Tapos class daily use niya is 3 hours. So 3 hours per day. Again class, ano ulit natin, convert natin yan. So 30 days, 1 month. Okay. Same class, ang makuha natin dito class is 90 kilowatt hour per month. Okay. Tapos class, lastly, si toaster. So yung E class, yung energy ni toaster is equal to class. So meron tayong 2,3, no? So 2,300 watts. Convert natin into kilowatts. So 1 kilowatt class is 1,000 watts. Okay. Ang daily use niya class is 30 minutes. So, irekta na natin class kasi walang space. So, 30 minutes class is diba half an hour. So, 0.5 hours. Okay? Per day. Okay? So, again, convert natin yung class. So, 30 days, 1 month. Okay? So, ang energy natin class dito sa toaster is meron tayong 19.5 kilowatt hour per month. Okay? So kung titignan nyo class, para makuha natin yung total monthly energy or yung tinatawag natin class na E, total. So i-add lang natin class lahat ng E. Okay? So equal yung class sa, meron tayo ng 72, plus class yung sa heater, so 90, plus class yung sa toaster na 19.5. So mag-aaral tayo class sa E total equal to 72 plus 90 plus 19.5, meron tayong 181.5, no? So, ang unit natin class is yung unit nila, kilowatt hour per month. So, yan na yung sagot class. Okay? So, check natin class yung sagot. Ito. So, tama yung sagot natin. Okay? So, again class, stop ulit natin dito. Part 2. So, i-continue natin class sa part 3. Yan. Okay? So again class, start natin ito yung part 2 ng module 1. So thank you class for staying. See me at the next video, part 3 class ng module 3. Bye!